All right. What's going on here? Mullet's here. So the only indicator I have for altcoin season is when Mullet's in the chats. So congratulations, everybody. It's happening. Welcome back, Mullet. All right. Jonathan Edwards. Anyone know why Voyager didn't return sold to customers? Here's a good question. I wonder. Nope. Yeah, still didn't get that. I tried to take off my funds, 35% of those, from Voyager because they were allowing everybody to take it off. It's been 14 days now. Supposed to take 5 to 10 days. Who knows? So, yeah, I don't have a lot of answers for you guys. Rebellion says, this dude sounds like he is dead inside. I'm very tired. That's what it is. Like today, I wasn't even going to do a video, but I was like, you know what? I mean, I didn't, we had pretty good ones. We had some good ones yesterday with NFA Live. And then Simon Dixon was on because Alex Mashinsky, and then got arrested. And then we've been pitching some VCs for an upcoming project we're going to be involved in. Flappy Bird, bringing that to Web3. And then had to do some upgrades to one of the houses because we've got our new renter coming in. So yeah, it was a busy day. And right now it's 107 degrees and I'm out here doing this video for you guys. So if I sound like I'm dead, it's because I'm tired. And then all I got for this, I got to take my grandson to a birthday party. So I got about 20 minutes. So there's your answer. Well, thanks, Shannon. I appreciate that. Let's see. Q&A. Oh, this is a good question. Why isn't World Mobile Token being discussed in NFA? When you're an Earth node operator for the project, don't you have some responsibility to support the project and tell your peers? Oh, you mean shill it all day long on NFA Live? I mean, we could, but here's the thing. Just because I am a node operator and also because I am a node operator for Cardano Stake Pool and also for Polkadot, or excuse me, for Avalanche, excuse me, and then also a node operator for Meld. Does that mean I have to cram it down everybody's throat on NFA Live just because that you think that I should talk about it on NFA? No, that's not it. So if this, I'm sorry if it wasn't good enough for you when I was talking about World Mobile right then, but maybe there wasn't something to be discussed, and I try to find commonality between us three. I guarantee Ben isn't investing into World Mobile, so why would we talk about World Mobile? And Guy, I've talked to him in private, maybe he will at some point, but what are we going to discuss as far as World Mobile if those guys have no interest in it right now? Hope I answered your question. Man, that was a jerk way to say things. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're telling me. You know, I get tired one day and everybody's like, this guy's dead. I'm just tired. What are you going to do? Yeah, that was fun. It was a good time. Went over to London, got to see everybody. It was good times. I love it. Only a day after the SP News, everyone's bearish and depressed. Not depressed. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. But, you know, like, I think it doesn't matter the sentiment. If you really think about it, like if I'm bearish, who cares? Who cares? Who cares if I'm bearish or bullish? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you. Because like, okay, here's a prime example. So on NFA Live, there's one thing that me and Ben and Guy all disagree on, and that is buying alts. Guy's not buying any alts. I don't think Guy's even buying Bitcoin right now. Ben's barely buying Bitcoin, no alts whatsoever. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to DCA because I'm not smart enough to figure it out. And there's events like that just happened that you really can't price in. So I'm just going to dollar cost average across the spectrum and then wait till we hit specific indicators. And then I'll sell. And I talk about these, and there's a video in the description. So for all these things, like even if I'm bearish, who cares? Like if you have a long-term outlook for where things are going, like if you believe, like I believe, that in 2024, we're going to start to see some major action, and then we could probably peak around end of 2024, hopefully, or maybe going into like a blow off top in 2025. It doesn't matter my opinion. It's just when I talk about these things, if I am naturally exuberant or super tired or something, it shouldn't matter to you because you should just do whatever your investment strategy is. I can't give you advice. I'm not an investment advisor. And, but even if I'm in a crappy mood or a great mood, all those dollar cost averaging, all those orders that I have in place on Coinbase, they get executed without fail. So in 2 years or a year and a half or whenever else it is, I'm like, well, that worked out pretty well. All you got to do is just take that step. And again, it's up to you. Jack, what are your thoughts for the future of crypto? XRP is not a security. There's a couple of things to work through, but I will say that this is, I mean, if you don't think that the SEC isn't like kind of bummed about this, then that'd be kind of crazy talk. I think that this right here, it gives people the hope and the ability to say, okay, in all honesty, this Operation Choke Point 2.0 that they're going through right now, and then working with Gary Gensler to kind of shut everything down, it wasn't looking too great. If Ripple, let me ask you guys this question. If Ripple would have lost this case right now, where would the market have gone? And do you think that we could have sustained this? I mean, in the long run, it's inevitable, right? But the question is how long? And can you stick around and invest? And before you say, I can invest for 20 years, bro, 40 years, 50 years, easy. Easy. You say that now. But regardless, if it did happen or didn't happen, right now, SEC took a hit. They're going to come back. They're probably going to appeal. It's going to take a longer time. That's going to be played out in the courts. I think this gives a bargaining chip to Ripple, Larson, Garlinghouse, and they can fight more effectively. It also gives a nice little chip to Coinbase in their efforts to fight against the SEC. So however you slice it, this is good moving forward. And yeah, it just depends on, and of course that lawsuit, which is a civil lawsuit against Garlinghouse and Larson, which will be against, because when they sold to this hedge funds, they knew it was a security, or at least that's what they're saying in that part. They can argue it all day long. I'm not a lawyer. Dan, you're an unsung here in the crypto Twitter space. That's a fun place. It's very nice. No one fights there. Everybody's very respectful. Dan, would you put more money in any project now we have some regulation? No. I'm going to tell you why. Because I didn't care the outcome of this case anyhow. I was still going to stick to my strategy. I have a strategy. I have a set amount. Every day I'm buying a certain amount. And it's a lot. I'll be honest with you. And it starts with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano and Solana and Chainlink and Cardano. There's a plethora of things I buy every single day. And some I buy like once a week. Nothing changes. Nothing. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. That's not true. And we talk about this in risk bands, and we use Ben's website in the Cryptoverse. When people get super scared and it kind of falls off on this side, why don't I just show you? This doesn't make any sense. I'm talking to you like, let's just sneak into Ben's website. Don't tell him I showed you this. But if you do want to sign up, there's a 10% link for the first month. Aha. Dominance. Oops, sorry. Dominance. Oops. Sorry, I thought of Ben and I just immediately went to dominance. So let's see, risk bands. We talked about this. This is Bitcoin risk bands. So right now, Bitcoin is currently 0.5 to 0.6. Yeah. So in all honesty, I start right here and then I make different variations. As we start to slide down, if you want to think of like greed, fear and greed, kind of like the same thing. But when we start to slide down these bands, I want to buy a little bit less going this way and a heck of a lot more going this way. And you can do that with Bitcoin, ETH, ADA, BNB. And if you look for there's a video, Digital Asset News wristbands, you'll find it. And so that's the only thing that does change. I still buy every day. It just depends on the amount. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a lot more, sometimes a little less. But they execute regardless. Oh, yeah. Lori, thank you. Voyager listed at the very beginning that certain tokens have to be changed to USDC. Solana's one of them. Which, okay. So you get USDC. They get them to your whatever wallet that you have. And you just take those the USDC and buy Solana. Yeah. Edward. Enjoy watching your content and walking the dog. That's good. I don't want to dunk on anybody. I'm too tired. What about ETH? ETH is pretty good. ETH, everybody's builds on Ethereum. And I think that's why, like, I got to tell you, 75% of my portfolio is Bitcoin. 10 to 15% is ETH. So we'll see. It wasn't like that before. When I first got in, I was like, why would I buy that stuff? Like, I could just buy Doge for fractions of a penny. I don't want to spend $100 to buy Ethereum, which is how much it was in 2018. It's like, I don't want to buy Bitcoin for $5,000. That's crazy. Which goes to show you that, if you want to have fantastic gains, it is in the alts. It's just a lot riskier. That's all. Yeah, I do too. The dogs, like, it's so hot today, I can't even have the dogs out. It's 100, like I said, 107. Thank you, Jonathan. SEC just needs a little regulation. SEC is just, they're there to not write the laws, but just enforce the laws. I just wish that they could figure out what the law actually is. I'm right there with Albert. I'm right there with Alberto. Some days I just look at that, I'm like, I don't know. It just seems too good to be true. Thank you. Shake out. One mullet. No, I totally forgot about this. Don't forget Ripple co-founder Chris Larson, same fool who teamed up with climate activist groups such as Greenpeace to launch Change the Code Against Bitcoin. We all do goofy things, I guess. Oh, it's just Joe. What's your node name? It's DNews. There's a link in the description. Stake with DNews. There's a video on how to do it and all our different stats. We're doing this for over two years now. Man, time is flying. Show us the 4-year cycle on Bitcoin one more time. If you've watched my channel anytime, you know it by heart. Yep. Caps in Canada. Share your current DCA list. I'll share the next one. How about that? But mostly it's the same ones I've been doing. I don't think I've added anything. I mean, Cosmos maybe is new, but that's not really new. Yeah. Same old stuff. All right. I got to get out of here. It's been a long day. So that's it. But thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. On a Friday. Thanks so much. So look, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, all the good stuff. Time for a party. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Adios.